Welcome to the 4th of July. Good. I was hoping I wouldn't have to cue you for the B-roll. We're gonna do like
hot dog.
We're gonna do an NPR type podcast.
Who let the kid have a beer? No, what I've been doing is you go up, you see like a photographer.
Oh, diddly daddy.
Like it's someone, because it's springtime.
Sure.
No one knows when we're recording.
Yeah, it's winter.
It's winter. It's fall of 2012.
We recorded ahead.
MGMT's second album's gonna be good.
I love it. I can't wait.
No, man. When you go up to someone, it's like they're doing like a senior portrait, and it's like the photographer.
Yeah.
They're taking a photo of somebody, and they're dressed up. Or it's like a wedding, and you got a photographer.
Yeah.
And you just go up to the photographer.
Quinceañera.
And you go up to the photographer, and you just go, "Do you want me to get one with you in it? Get in there. I'll do a group shot."
You don't gotta just take the picture.
Yeah.
Hop in.
And then you get a nice photo where it's a couple in full makeup and the nicest clothes they've ever worn. And just some guy.
Just a dude.
A regular suit.
Sweating.
Sweating in a regular suit. Knees with patches on them because he's always bending down.
He bends down a lot. In work and in his free time.
Yeah, he's like, I play suit rugby. I play fancy soccer.
Suit rugby.
He wears a suit and he plays sports.
The latest trend sweeping the nation.
No, wouldn't that be great?
Fancy sports. Everybody dresses like the umpire.
You're getting the proofs back from your senior photos.
Yeah.
It's your my 17-and-a-half-year-old daughter. I'm so proud of her.
I'm so proud.
And look, here's one with the photographer.
And look at him. He did such a good job.
Some bald 52-year-old man
He did
smiling.
a great job.
That's the one you get by accident on the order form. That's the one you get all the wallet sizes.
That's the one that gets in the yearbook.
Yeah. It just says Melissa Huxtable
and it's just
friend.
And friend. And co. It is weird that there's, as a photographer. I'm sorry. Let me start. Let me kill myself real quick. Part of your job is just to take pictures of children.
Oh, yeah.
That's a huge part of your job.
Well, I mean, everyone's got specialties.
You take pictures of babies, and then when they stop being babies.
Yeah.
When they become men.
You think there's ever a photographer out there who's like...
No babies.
He's doing a wedding, and he's like, he's meeting the couple. He's like, where do I know you guys from? Did you used to be two different babies that I took photos of at Sears 30 years ago?
Let me see if I still got that on my camera.
You had the sailor outfit, and you were looking like a little cowpoke.
Just hitting them, going through pictures one at a time. Like, no, I'll find it.
Is that you? Do you know any of these people?
Anybody here single?
I mean, like some terrible like documentary on IFC is just somebody like, I bought dead photographers.
I'm gonna find all the babies.
I'm gonna track down.
See how many of these babies made it.
Did you make it out?
You make it out of being a baby?
Yeah, make it out. They lock you up in a little mobile. A little snowmobile. You think anyone's ever having a baby and they're like, honey, here's the stuff we need to buy. He comes back to Mobile.
I gotta buy a whole town?
I got a snowmobile. Because we live in Wisconsin.
Listen, honey, let's buy a house, not a whole town.
Oh, you think they're going to Mobile?
They're going to buy the whole town.
It is a whole town, because there's a big hole in the middle of the town where the bay is.
Is that true?
It is, and you can't swim in the water. It's poison.
It's poison.
You can go in a tunnel under the bay, though. That's pretty cool.
That sounds kind of cool. Like a channel type situation?
Like a channel.
Yeah, well, I don't know why you just... There's not a lot of other examples for underwater tunnels that I can think of.
There's tons of underwater tunnels.
What are you talking about?
Most of them don't have names.
Who's got an underground tunnel? Who's got an underground tunnel?
Super villains who live nearby.
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom's Los Angeles spot.
Name an underground tunnel besides the channel.
Ah, fuck.
It's so pervasive.
What is the channel? The English Channel Tunnel?
Yes.
Shouldn't it be the E channel?
E channel. That's my new coin that I'm minting.
You never been in an underwater? We bought that underwater
what
tunnel in Cruising World, Hawaii level.
What about a channel?
Through that thing a lot.
What about a channel cake?
Ooh, just a bunch of dirt that they pulled out of it.
Seashells on top of fried dough.
Yeah. I bet they had that kind of thing when they were like launching the. They're like, oh,
and our commemorative channel cake.
Get a channel
Get it?
cake.
Get it? This is Tony Blair being like, get it?
We also call them manatee ears. And then people are like, manatees don't live in the English Channel.
We put those in there.
We put a bunch of manatees in the tunnel. So people got something to look at. That's true, man. Not enough people.
Is the channel see-through?
That's what I was just about to say. I feel like not enough big building projects. They're like, we need to build a 20-mile bridge across the canyon. What if it's glass bottom?
Sounds cool, right?
Yeah. Like, if we're going to spend $40 billion, what's an extra $20 billion?
Come on.
So that it has, like, cool neon running lights.
Duh.
Yeah.
Jackass.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're not getting here.
Why not, man?
What do you mean I can't come to the next pitch meeting? Pitch meeting for a bridge.
Pitch meeting.
For a pitch meeting for a bridge. Anyone got any ideas for this bridge? What if it went over the water? All right, good job,
Man.
Frank.
I bet if you were a baseball player and an actor, and an unknown number texted you about some pitch meeting, you wouldn't know what to do.
What do I say?
Like, where am I going?
A-Rod's trying to branch into acting, and he's just like, I don't know. Is this for Trainwreck 2?
We're going to a pitch meeting, and then they're just having dinner at a restaurant, and a guy throws a 120-mile-an-hour fastball at some executive's head. On the flip side, you're at baseball camp.
All of a sudden, some guy's talking to you about his sitcom.
Give us a pitch.
What about old Sheldon?
All right, so it's like...
He's in a nursing home. He's got dementia. He forgets what an Atari is, and he kills himself.
Oh, sounds great.
It's more of a mini-series.
No, here's what I've been thinking about. You know they ended abortion?
They ended it.
Well, they took it away, and then now everyone's like, we got to donate to this thing and donate to this thing.
Yeah.
And everybody's donating to stuff.
Yeah.
And then, like, a year ago, everyone was, like, donating to stuff because the cops were bad.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. But it's like, are we sure they're not just trying to make Americans broke?
Make America broke again.
Yeah, like, they're just... It's big business, like, you know what I mean?
If we just keep doing shitty stuff, they'll throw all their money at some fucking charity, which, by the way, I secretly own.
We own, exactly.
Like, I gave it to my nephew with a different last name.
You just like, put your car in your garage. You're like, my garage won't open unless we raise $30,000. Hey, my garage door opened.
Whoa.
Cool. They're just trying to make us all even more poor. That is a really smart move.
That is a smart move.
That's what the British tried with taxation.
Yeah, that's true. No taxation without abortionation.
Abortion. Now they came over and they were like, hey, you guys love tea. What if
we had a big Boston Pea Party?
Boston Pea Party. That's one guy who misunderstood it. He's just walking around.
Walking around with a funnel in his mouth.
Whoa. That's not what I was... I thought he was the guy peeing.
Now he wants the pee.
It's just they throw all the tea in the bay and then everyone's like, hey, and now we can drink the bay. Ha ha ha. Then they go, don't even joke about it. And his elbow and
Don't
point. Some guy named Jonas is just pissing into the bay. He's got a dot on his head. And he's like, I misunderstood
Every
so many parts
single
of
part
this.
of this. But hey, man, don't stop believing.
I've got a dot on my head, and I'm trying to charm a snake. And I'm peeing.
I'm all over the
Oh,
place.
they're not going to put me in the history books.
I'm not going to be a founding father anymore, am I?
Jonas America's story ends here.
Ken Burns, Boston Pea Party.
I would love that.
An American error.
Ken Burns should do an April Fool's one.
That would be good.
Not like one on April Fool's.
That would be good too, though.
What else would be good? A history of pranks.
The first prank was in...
Tom Hanks was reading about a guy who tarred and feathered a pig. We saw the pig run around.
And boy, was it a blast for all of us.
It'll be
Because
fun.
morality hadn't been invented yet.
We didn't know playing God wasn't cool.
Who knew the difference between right and wrong when we all had slaves? You could pretty much do whatever you
Yeah.
want after that.
You know how people always have an issue with like people? They're like, oh, these genetic modifications are people. They're playing God,
Yeah.
and you're not supposed to be able to do that. Why not have Morgan Freeman on the board of the company?
Boom.
And then he's like, oh, so now you have I played God. Everyone fucking loved it.
Everyone loves that shit. Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey loved it.
Jim Carrey, well, he was playing God.
Jim Carrey played a conduit.
So did
to
Steve
God.
Carell.
No, they played a conduit to God.
That's the same as God.
Although I guess in
God is whatever he works through.
is he?
I don't know.
That's what I said. That doesn't sound like a quote.
That doesn't sound like it was in a daily devotional.
Yeah, that's not fucking. That's not needle printed on my grandmother's wall. You like
God is whatever channel he decides to go through.
Could God make a channel so big even he could not channel it? That's the logic question British Catholic students ask.
And the part of the channel where you drowned is when I forgot you were there.
Oh no. And notice how there was just one dead manatee in the center of the channel.
That was when I dropped him to
That was
save your
when-
life.
That was when the guy delivering the manatees realized
This was a
that
bad...
we want him outside.
Oh, you want him...
Oh,
Other side of the channel.
so that people can look through it in the glass. That's smart. And they're like, it's not going to be glass. And then he went, huh. And they pull out a little notebook. Glass channel.
Glass channel.
6 months later, he's working for whatever
Saudi
video
Arabia.
game company made Cruising World. That is true. Do you think those people, like those big, like Dubai gajillionaires,
Yeah.
are ever like, get me the best architect in the world and the guy who designed Cruising World?
And we're going to get him in the same room
We're
with
gonna make
Kanye
some of those
West.
tunnels real. No, they're like, give me the guy from LucasArts. I want to make a Death Star. Give me him and an engineer.
Can I make a Jar Binks
Can I make
for
a
your
Jar-
country?
That would be cool.
I would like to make Jar Binks your president.
Why haven't any of those countries just been like
Jar Binks is our president.
No, but just
Then where else are you going with this?
just get a little guy. Just get a little mascot. People are like, oh, Saudi Arabia murdered Jamal Khashoggi. And then you just got like a little thing that looks like the Doughboy.
And then
He's like,
Gangnam Style starts playing.
Yeah, it's like his own little thing. I love that. I would love if some terribly corrupt country had like a little animated emoji guy.
Yeah, their mascot is the poop emoji.
Yeah, like Roberto Duterte.
Yeah, the Tuerto.
Duerto. He just has a little thing.
More like a
little,
Detwerpo, if you ask me.
It just looks like a blue Patrick Star.
Whoa!
It just sort of dances.
I'm a big boy.
Okay.
That's his catchphrase. You got to keep it simple for the kids.
And then he's like, oh no, the government of Dubai has made Blue Patrick Star illegal. Everybody donate to the government of Dubai. So that we can. And then they're like, oh,
Show
fuck.
them.
We forgot to make a shell corporation.
God damn it. I'll tell you who, you know what the Shell Corporation manufactures? Chunnel cakes.
Chunnel cakes. I'm gonna start doing that with local comedy shows and just like cancel them and be like, yeah, the fucking government's making us cancel these shows.
God damn it. But you should just donate.
Everybody donate so I can fight this thing.
I gotta fight. Donald Trump told
Please
me.
donate more than what the show is gonna pay me.
Give me $50
If
a
not,
piece.
shows are back.
How dangerous is a pierogi though? It's just dough and potato.
Yeah, but you could put like scorpion. You could put. The problem with pierogies is that it has all that bubble, so you could stuff can get caught in there.
That's true, and a scorpion stings it.
Because I was listening to
A venomous scorpion that you keep next to your pierogi station.
Because Alex Jones told me that the bubble wrap that comes from China,
Yeah.
it could have coronavirus.
That is an excellent point.
Because the air.
That is 100% a great point.
Yeah, so if you think of a pierogi, what is a pierogi?
Basically, edible bubble wrap.
Individual edible bubble wrap.
Big. One of the big kind,
A
though.
big old bubble wrap.
Yeah. Like you bought a painting.
And then you get 3 of those big ones, and then you go, did I need this for headphones?
And you're popping them for fun. Then you
Yeah.
start coughing.
You're scaring your dog.
You
with
shit
them.
your pants. And then you die.
That would be funny. It's like
That would be funny.
they're putting poison in bubble
Actually,
wrap.
right before you die would be the perfect time to shit your pants. Because then it's like, first of all, you don't got to clean it up. And if whoever finds you is like, well, that happens when people die.
happens.
And then someone is like, wait, some of it's dried and the other one's fresh.
Right before people die, they often piss on the remote. Shit into a toaster oven. All that.
He knew he was going out.
Everything's darkest before the dawn.
He knew he was going out. He came all over his steering wheel.
No, they put poison in the bubble wrap,
Yeah.
and then it's a news story, and they're like, the only Americans are dying are those who like to have fun.
Just like to have some
have
fun.
a little laugh.
Yeah. We recommend fidget spinners for any anxious people.
All the tight asses out there don't need to worry.
If you're anxious and you need something to do with your hands.
Anyone who goes, oh, I'll save this for next time I move. You fucking dorks don't need to worry.
Yeah, you're fucking fine.
Anybody who's ever put a penny on a train track, though, you are at risk.
You are part of. We need you to come get vaccinated right away. If you're white and you own an airbrush T-shirt, we're gonna need you to come in for emergency treatment. No, the Nazis are done, man. There's not a single Nazi left in the world.
Well, now they're back, but it's different.
They put that
It
one
is
guy
wild
in-
that the KKK and the Nazis, 'cause the KKK like existed and then it went away.
It's crazy they didn't get along.
The KKK like existed and then it went away, and then people were like, let's bring that thing back. And it's like, Nazis, who would have thought that, like, you know what I mean? Like, is Al Qaeda gonna come back in 50 years?
Yeah, the Taliban made a big comeback.
Yeah, but they changed it up.
No, I don't think they did.
Oh, they didn't?
No,
That would be cool.
Same old Taliban, really.
I was about to say, I would love to see the classic Taliban.
The cleanse computer refreshing.
Those shows are sweaty, man. They do like hardcore straight edge.
I hate sweat.
You like it's funny that straight edge kids are like, no drinking. It's like, well, you guys are constantly swallowing sweat.
Yeah, that's got to be at least bad.
Constantly got some guy's dirty dread in your hair.
Still, you're
In your
still,
hair.
you know, you're
In your
still,
mouth.
you got some guy's dread in your hair. Well, you had to put it on. Did you get an email? Got an early meeting tomorrow with the Taliban.
No, Dell wanted me to know that I have a computer.
Did you know? Dude, this is so cool.
I was like, hey, this is a computer. No, man, I was listening to some straight edge earlier.
What were you listening to?
Minor Threat.
Bone Brigade?
It's a skateboarding
just
group.
trying to make something up. I don't know.
I was listening to Minor Threat, and I was smoking weed at the time.
Oh,
Well, I was
come
listening to-
on.
I know. And then I was thinking about it. It's like, it's funny because it's like, now people think of drugs as like, oh, that's a way to cope for like depression or people with like PTSD and stuff. It's like, you know what I mean? You gotta, it's healthy, whatever. But it's funny to think of straight edge people just being like, fuck those people. Like all straight edge is just some bald teen yelling at like a guy with PTSD.
Fuck you, dude.
I don't need beer. It's like, well, yeah, sorry, I was abused as a child.
I don't know what to tell you.
I just need help falling asleep.
I watched my best friend die when we ran over an IED. I mean, sorry I wind down with a couple Bud Lights after work.
Sometimes I need a Bud Light to just relax.
Like, I come home from my job painting houses.
22-year-old Ian Mackay is just yelling at
Fuck
that
you,
guy.
dude. You're weak.
Everybody jump him.
Skinhead him.
Beat him up. There's just a verse in my eyes where Minor Threat's just like, I wasn't prescribed Adderall as a kid, so my ability to enjoy life isn't already like tilted. That's in the breakdown.
Yelling at a 12-year-old.
That's in the breakdown.
Yelling at a 12-year-old just at a pharmacy. Well, what do you got, chicken pox? Fucking tough it out. Be a man.
Like modern straight edge bands that are like we're trying to be respectful to like the marijuana industry. Like, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Also, weed's not a drug.
Weed's not really a drug anymore, though.
Rock and roll, baby.
But listen, I understand that most people just use it as medicine. I get it.
It's a straight edge song where they're just like, that's it. They're just like, we don't do all. And then each verse they're just like, but hey, weed doesn't count because it's natural and also beer. Cultures have been consuming beer for thousands of years.
It's honestly weird. It's honestly weirder not to drink a beer every now and then. You can't trust a man who can't trust himself with a drink.
Take that syringe out of your arm and get a clean one, because if you have to do heroin, it should
Go
be
to a
safe.
safe injection site. Safe injection site.
Get a blue light.
I don't care what they say. Suboxone is sober. You're doing better than if you were before.
Yeah, we're the recovery edge band. We're taking this song one beat at a time. And we do this song, the drummer stops playing.
I respect that you don't bring up your drug use at AA meetings.
Is that a rule?
It's a loose rule that people
rule.
usually don't follow.
California sober.
No, you're just not like if you like, because there's people who are in AA who are just like junkies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like they're supposed to say you're an addict. Like people get up and they're like, I was hooked on heroin, and people would be like, you were an addict. Don't say that.
I was drinking so much alcohol into my veins.
I always thought that it was a weird.
And
rule.
I would buy like $100 worth of like whiskey and bourbon. And I'd cut them both.
I'd put them together.
And I've been up all night doing pina coladas. Doing, let's just say straws. One straw.
I was
at a
always
time.
passing out with a straw in my mouth. If you catch my drift.
I would drink a beer. The next thing you know, I'm seeing like crazy shapes.
Next thing I think I know, I wake up on a dirty mattress covered by empty buzz balls.
What did he wake up? That's a thing you could do. I don't get why that's so nice. That's confusing.
There's not a buzzball trap house.
Oh. Oh, I see. It was a house. I see it was a house.
Oh, he woke up on a mattress in a house.
Hey, do you think that could be a story I pitched to Vice?
What?
With rising real estate costs, trap houses are becoming trap apartments.
I've got a studio trap house.
Yeah, many.
Studio trap apartment.
That's perfect. It follows drug use, real estate. That's like literally up Vice's alley.
That's right up their alley.
We're here in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
It reads more like an Onion headline, but if you can find one.
We're here. No, the vibe is they're in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Okay.
Where a bunch of kids are doing drugs in their mom's like unattached garage. And they're like, this is where they are now. And then there's footage of them outside the old house.
We used to have a 3-bedroom, man.
It's 2-story, 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath.
1.5, man.
One full.
Someone's showering, you gotta take a shit. You can still shit, man. Although none of us shit, we're all in heroin. But when you gotta shit, you do gotta shit. Comes out like a fucking hard baseball. Anyways, what was I talking about?
And at the end, there has to be. At the end of it, we reveal that Amazon is offered to buy this kid's mom's unattached garage.
To turn it into a new.
They're gonna get food in from that.
They're gonna turn it into a new distribution facility. A different kind of distribution facility.
You know, a delivery job, a pizza delivery job.
You still have a computer.
I know, I need to turn my sound off. A pizza delivery job would be a great job for someone addicted to heroin.
Why is that?
Because you get an order, and then you're like, all right.
Now I get
in
30 minutes.
45 minutes,
I have to do my job.
Do one thing.
Yeah. I like that in your mind they just sit on their phone.
Yeah. I'm not doing prep.
I'm not doing anything.
We get one order a day.
And it's a big one.
This is Tony's giant fucking pizza.
And I'm not going to help you make it. I'm going to eat all these meatballs. Subway has got a new meatball sandwich.
Really?
Yeah, they've revolutionized the meatball sandwich.
No one else is like where.
No one is even making an attempt to do anything with the meatball sub besides be like
family-owned Italian restaurant. Does anyone have a meatball sub?
Oh yeah, most pizza places have a meatball sub.
Really?
What did I say?
You get sandwiches from pizza places?
Yeah, they got a good meatball sub a lot of the time. What are you talking about?
I don't know. It's just funny to me.
We ate a meatball sub. We both had a meatball sub from a pizza place together
and
one time.
It was good.
Yeah, that was from a pizza place.
Big old meatball sub. I just feel like it's that thing people say about Mexican restaurants where you're like, oh, it's the same 5 ingredients just put together in like different ways.
Yeah, sure. But I don't care.
But it's a meatball sub is like, I guess they can do that with the pizza ingredients. You know?
They got dough.
You know, I guess dough, sauce, cheese, and meat. I guess it's more versatile than I realized.
Yeah, you can do a lot with it.
Here I am thinking pizza, calzone, breadstick, end of the line.
End of line.
No.
Even fried ravioli is getting a little fucking wild.
Literally fried ravioli is the same thing.
Wings?
All right. Damn, that's the show.
No, they've revolutionized the meatball sub. They've added pepperoni.
And there's revolution in the streets. I don't know if I like that idea.
I was intrigued, but I was on my way to work and I was like, this is not a time to risk it. I need to fuel up.
What'd you fuel up with?
I got a cold cut combo.
Oh, you did go on Subway still?
And then, I saw it at the Subway. I didn't. It's not like I saw the meatball sub on the menu and got scared and just left the entire Subway.
Oh, I thought you got an ad. Apparently, you're getting so many meatball subs. It's probably in your Target ads. If you got your Facebook data, one of the things would be people who like meatball subs.
Oh, this is an embarrassment. I Googled what Subway's new meatball sub. People also ask, what is the meatball sub called at Subway?
I get the Italian spheres. I'll have the Roman spheres, please. 6-inch.
I'll have the domes from the old country, please.
Domes from the old country. Do you get stuff on your meatball?
Soldier Boy owns a Subway.
Does he?
Yeah.
How does he like that?
He eats Subway every day.
Does he?
I think he's lying.
I was about to say. Because wouldn't he have gotten way thinner? And he's already very skinny.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's already thin.
Wouldn't he be emaciated?
The Vault is Subway's digital-only menu.
What are you doing? Like, in your mind, you're like, this has become a sandwich website podcast.
Subway fans will be able to try out Stephen Curry's Meatball Marksman.
What the fuck?
And Simone Biles' Vault Witch. That sounds disgusting.
Vault Witch.
Simone Biles' Vault
That's a
Witch.
woman's name.
I don't care.
Tony Diarrhea's new Mountain Dew.
Oh, Steph Curry adds things to his Meatball Marksman.
What does he add to it?
Capers.
No, he doesn't. They don't have those at Subway.
Black olives.
That's one thing. Other thing I was thinking.
That would work. And banana peppers.
What's Steph Curry up to?
Let's call him.
Will he cook for me?
Steph,
I like his taste.
Will you add me? Will you
What
add
are
me
the odds
on
Steph
Facebook?
Curry will invite me over for dinner?
Oh, they got one from.
You know what's funny?
They got Tony Hawk's Turkey Vert.
You're over here and you're like, Simone Biles, ew, that makes me think there's throw up on the thing.
Yeah.
And then that guy's Steph Curry, and no part of you is like,
Well,
Curry on a meatball?
That might work.
That's wild.
That might work. If you want to give me just, instead of marinara, you want to do meatballs and a Penang curry,
And a Penang curry.
and then put that on a bun and give it to me, I ain't going to complain.
There should be like a fast Indian food place.
That's true. There isn't one.
Yeah.
It's because you can't make
We
Indian.
stopped the podcast here, and then people are like, whatever happened to them? And then in 3 months, we have a national TV ad.
Indian Fazoli's.
Indian Fazoli, and our next ad is us going, Indian Express, formerly.
Formerly. Oh.
We come around with samosas for free. No, I guess naan would be the thing. Oh, okay. How do you know that?
Listen, man. I know
You listen?
everything. I know everything.
I listen to the games.
I listen.
I listen.
I got a little transistor radio, and I sit and I put it on my janitor cart, and I roll around the hospital sweeping up.
Yeah. That's an awesome life.
It doesn't sound bad.
No, I
People
know.
are like, Kurt Cobain was so depressed, he was a night janitor. I'm like, that doesn't sound that
That's those
bad.
things they'll be
I mean,
like-
it's like, maybe the pay's probably not great, but that would be the only problem. I don't have a problem with that job as a whole.
They'll be like, he dropped out of high school, and then he was so poor he had to work at the high school. But it's like, that's every kid's dream. Getting paid to go to school.
It's true.
And you can just learn, like, while you're
Yeah,
sweeping.
pick up some books.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
Steal.
You pass all these other kids, and you're like, hey, what's your hourly?
Bitch.
You just walk up to some kid who 6 months ago
It'd be
you were in
great if
English
the
class with, and they're like, "Hey, when did the test results come back? When do we get the test back?" And you're like, "I don't know. When's pay period? 'Cause I'm not here for free.
I'm not here for free." That would be great if that's like the part they leave out of the documentaries and shit. They find one kid where it's like, yeah, he worked there, and he was a fucking dick.
He walked
like
the
he
aisles
started
with
bullying us.
Fanning cash.
He shoved me into my locker with his cart. He called me a broke bitch.
I'm getting paid.
$3.25 an hour.
They call me Cash Cobain.
Henry
kissing
Henry kissing him. Henry kissing him.
That would be great straight porn in the Henry kissing girls.
You can do either one.
Yeah.
You can do both depending on, because you got to start in gay porn. So
That's
you start
true.
off as Henry kissing him. And then when you finally get to make it into straight, Henry kissing girls.
There's that Mitch Hedberg joke where he's like, I've worked my whole life to be a comedian, and now I'm a successful comedian. People are like, great, you want to like write a movie? And then he's like, it's like I was a chef, and then people are like, you want a farm?
Yeah.
Do you think he got that idea from finding out that in order to be a... Because he's probably like, I worked my whole life to be the best gay porn star. He just met some guy.
And now you want me to fuck a girl?
Yeah, he just met some guy complaining about like at a bar.
And now you want me to fuck girls?
And he's like, hey, that's kind of like my life. Or a farmer's. There's some like weird open mic footage of Mitch Hedberg being like, and now they want me to write a movie. It's like I was working my whole life to be the best
gay porn star.
Here is the hiccups.
No, I was belching.
Oh, okay. I saw a guy, he got a head injury as an adult, and then I didn't see him. I didn't fucking, what am I, visiting the hospital? No, this guy, outside his show, he got a head injury, and then he could play the piano. He was like, became a piano virtuoso.
No.
And the show's like, yeah, now he like is a profession. That's like what he does as a living.
Nice.
And he's like, he like has all these good gigs. But imagine you're like the guy who got beat out for first chair. Like you've studied your whole life, dedicated, sacrificed.
Yeah.
And then there's some guy who was like, I was parasailing drunk.
I was driving drunk. And I hit a kid.
I was on my nephew's skateboard while shooting off bottle rockets.
I told myself I knew how to drop in. I'd never done it before.
But hey, and now I'm good at piano.
And I said,
and
yeah.
I've never done that before.
I said, yeah, I'll wear a helmet. And I put it on. And then right before I dropped in, I threw it off and threw it right at my fucking stupid pussy nephew.
He whipped the helmet off. But unfortunately, he threw it forward.
Yeah.
And then he just hit it with the skateboard.
He hit his head on the helmet.
No, he hit the skateboard, then hit the helmet. And that's what made him crash.
Why don't they make the whole head out of helmet?
No, but the guy who lost, the second chair guy, he just goes home to his wife. And he's like, honey, I need you to hit me in the head with a shovel.
Hit me as hard as you can.
I've been practicing for years. Nothing works.
And if that's all it took for him, imagine how good I'll be with a head injury.
I'll be great.
I'll be the best that's ever lived. I'll be beating out Mozart.
Was Mozart even good at piano?
No. He
Those
just
guys
did
were
that thing where he's
composers.
playing the piano and then he lifts his big thing up and farts, you know?
Is that where poser comes from? Is because people were like, Mozart's not even good at piano. He's a fucking composer. People are slowly like,
Poser.
that guy's a fucking poser.
Yeah. Language evolves.
Yeah. Oh.
Let's go back to Henry kissing him.
Henry kissing him. He's still alive and kissing.
That's true. I always
say it.
forget that Henry Kissinger is he is still alive, right?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Is he still doing stuff?
Well, I don't think she likes to be called stuff. I think she likes to be called Mrs. Sorgel.
Hey. If I found out my mom was fucking Kissinger.
What age do you think Henry Kissinger is?
He's probably in his early 40s.
99.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
so funny. It's like, why not either make him 100 or kill him?
Listen, when you're 99, you're 100 years old, okay?
Yeah, I'm 99.
You skip 99.
He's got quite a few months to go before he gets to 100. So it's possible we won't.
Do you think there'll be a big celebration?
Do you think? Whoever listens to podcasts to make sure we aren't planning coups or terrorist attacks.
Yeah.
Do you think they when they hear me possibly implying I may kill Henry Kissinger
in the next few months.
Do you think that's even a thing they log?
No.
Like, are they even like...
No. They're like, let it happen.
Are they even like, let's make note of this?
Well, they just put that one guy, that one Nazi, he's 101 years old in jail. So
Whoa. That would be pretty funny.
They can still
if
throw him in jail.
Someone like was like, I'm going to assassinate all of the oldest people in power.
Yeah.
And then it's a thing where they're like, we got to save this 103-year-old. He died of natural causes. We got to save... They all just die in a bunker from the excitement.
From getting down the stairs.
Yeah. But it's okay.
One of them left his wallet in his car and just has a heart attack.
Yeah. But these are just old, random, like, dinosaurs who are still around. It's not like it's important people. Like, it's not like the president's some old fucking guy.
Or some old fucking hunk of shit.
Hey. I love it when you scroll through Henry Kissinger's Wikipedia and all the little, like, bold sections. Because it's like, you can just tell it's no good. Because you're like, Arab-Israeli dispute. Persian Gulf. Turkish invasion of Cyprus. So we're not from either of those countries.
So what do you care? Even?
Latin American policy. Brazil's nuclear weapons program. It's like, you should have no involvement. What's after that? Rhodesia. A country that doesn't even exist anymore.
I wonder why not. Maybe he had something to do with it.
Man. Kissinger, you better be careful.
You better watch your fucking back, man.
I know my Wikipedia section Wikipedia never has a section on wars. Or then they have to list multiple in bold.
Yeah. They list 5 different wars.
Yeah. Oh, Henry Kissinger with a taller lady and a big dog. He seems to always be with tall ladies.
Well, he's a short man, so it's going to be hard to find one. He's going to have to date like a medical midget.
He could date a manic pixie.
Medical midget. Medical midget is the name of my band.
I'm looking for a manic pixie.
Manic pixie dream girl.
God, gypsy dream girl.
Manic gypsy.
Yeah, why isn't that the thing?
Manic gypsy green girl?
Green girl.
Manic gypsy green girl? She's green from all the fake gold she wears.
Sounds like a Toni Morrison book.
Manic gypsy green girl.
Maybe not
the
book,
newest.
but a section, a part of
the newest.
A word
Chapter 4 from Toni Morrison's Beloved. Manic gypsy green girl.
And the protagonist of the book named the character.
The man who invented the peanut can full of snakes.
Classic.
There we go. I knew we would find some common ground.
Because what's funnier than thinking you're getting peanuts?
We should open.
You're like sitting there and you're like, fucking peanuts.
Do you think Spencer sells...
What year is this?
Does Spencer... So what year is this?
Well, honestly, that's how you will know the Great Depression has come back. Is if you ever see me eating peanuts. I'm just like, oh, peanuts.
I'm a cashew man. I got class,
That
okay?
is true. As soon as nuts are going to be a great way to tell.
Yeah.
Because right now it's like, who eats a peanut?
I eat a peanut.
Yeah, but you're fucking trash. You eat a peanut, what, that you found in the corner of the boxcar you've been sleeping in?
Yes. I love shelling a nut.
That is fun.
Yeah.
The peanuts.
I was big on, I think there was a period where we were living in the apartment where I was big on shelling nuts.
They should make more like, because people like Lunchables and people love shelling peanuts.
Yeah.
So they should make
Fill
more.
up a Lunchables. I'm going to start
They should
emptying
just make
out.
more food where you have to do like 1 or 2 steps.
Yeah, like those little hummus cups. Those are great.
Those are fun.
Those are so much fun.
What's more fun than eating a cup of hummus?
You got to take the thing apart. You got to take the thing apart. You know what I've been big on? Roltinis. Those cheese sticks that are wrapped up in like a piece of salami and shit.
Oh.
Some good stuff, man.
It should come separate. Though.
Makes your breath stink.
I was about to say. It's a piece of salami, a piece of sharp cheddar, 1 long sliver of white onion,
Capers.
capers.
Minced
garlic.
Man, I brought a can of tuna to work the other day because I was gonna like make a tuna sandwich
Did you have
when
an
I got
opener?
there. Yeah, well, there's a can opener there. It's a restaurant.
Oh yeah. I forgot you don't work at a bank. I confuse you with Alan Greenspan.
But I actually, it was like the big like industrial can opener. I couldn't get it. And also, I have never faced so much adversity for eating a can of tuna.
Yeah, people think you're a cat.
I didn't realize how divisive tuna was.
If I ever saw someone eating a can of tuna, I
made a sandwich. I didn't eat the can.
I'd stand about 9.
I didn't eat the can.
You're a fucking goat. I'd stand about 9 feet away, and I'd go.
That would have been a good bit, but unfortunately I don't work with very funny people, so they were just like, what are you, gay?
Everyone just went, you're eating tuna?
What are you, fucking queer, eating tuna?
That's cool that you do with retro people. You work with some people who are doing throwbacks. If I ever saw like a guy just genuinely be like, that's gay, I'd be like, hey, vintage. Fucking throwback, man.
Ooh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother.
That's just why. Are you saying the banks aren't cool? Because what's gayer than the banks in the month of June?
No, but I also told someone about, because I had actually forgotten about scraping tuna cans on the ground.
Yeah.
Because the tuna can, like, it was too small for the big industrial.
You're a yuppie now.
I know, I'm bougie. I was trash a minute ago living in a boxcar, but now I'm bougie. I like it.
Improv moves fast.
I was living off of found peanuts.
Hey, that's what you're eating. I didn't say what kind of fucking shit you have in a boxcar.
But,
a boxcar's full of crystal.
I told someone that story about scraping the tuna cans on the ground.
Yeah.
And
that story.
Well,
he said it as if it's like we committed a crime while doing it, and we like.
I did scream.
In 10 years, we'll do an episode about it.
I did scream at someone when we did it. But...
Well, yeah, because someone was mad because we were making too much sound scraping open kutu. We were scraping.
Well, they weren't open yet. That was the problem.
Yeah, we were scraping.
I would never scrape an open tuna can on the ground.
Tuna cans to non-existence.
Just gotta get the rim down.
It's like, it's not like you scrape it and then the top breaks off.
No, you still gotta it's
you
still
wear
dangerous.
It away. It's the equivalent of sanding down wood.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like my tuna sanded.
I like a little bit.
We should have just bought sandpaper for that tour.
We really should.
You're just in the passenger seat with a belt grinder.
Yeah.
It's like, we really should have just bought a can opener. This thing costs $95.
No, you can steal a belt sander from Home Depot easier than you can steal...
Oh, you can steal it from Home Depot so easy.
Yeah. I like stealing from Office Max and like places like that.
Yeah.
Because then it's like you have the moment of like, if I do this 3 more times, this place will probably close. Because they already like don't have anything in here.
This place looks like it's in the process of like, I'm like helping them close.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have to just throw this shit out anyways in a few months.
And books, man, to need to get another thing of 100 blank CDs. Considering they have 0 profits for the past 6 months.
That's going to be a lot.
That's in the red.
They're way in the red.
Or black.
I'll tell you what they're always out of at Office Max. Fucking red pens. Because they're always in the red and they got to write it down. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense.
Everybody's making mistakes.
It doesn't really make sense.
That'd be a good name for or a good way a teacher could like roast a student behind their back to other teachers. Be like, oh, it's his. I'm grading his paper later, so I guess I'll have to swing by and pick up some extra red.
Pick up a couple 100 red fucking pens. Ha ha!
What do you think of this sketch? You got any ideas?
Well, you bailed on your idea pretty quick there. You didn't even get the entire. You didn't even get the like question of what I like to hear the idea out before you were like, never mind.
I'm trying to be better socially. You know what I mean? You go like, hey, what have you been up to? And then you when you ask that, you then take a big breath so that you can get ready to say your thing the second they're done with their fucking
And anyways,
shit.
I've been
And that's how you get invited to parties.
Yeah.
That's how you polite.
That's
That's how you polite.
life hack.
Life hack.
Listen to people's stories.
When you go to someone's house and you're peeing in their toilet, close the door. Life hack.
I almost broke myself. Really, it was snowing and I didn't realize there was like a median thing. I thought I was just driving through snow.
Oh, that's always bad. I do that on the road a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, thankfully I kind of realized
I think
that,
everyone's honking at me because they recognize me from the show. I just go, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming out.
I just hit a median. You're going the wrong way down to one way. Glad you like the podcast.
It's funny dinner. Thank you. You guys make it worth it.
Officer, there's easier ways to get an autograph. I'm being arrested.
That would be great if a cop gives you a ticket and you just pull a pin out and just, that's always nice to meet a fan. I haven't signed one of these in a while.
On the court, you have to clarify, were you doing a bit there? Or were you...
And a reminder, you are under oath.
Okay, I did think it would be funny, and I was hoping it would get me out of the ticket.
Just like when you swore me in, I opened the Bible, put my hand in the middle, then slammed it down real hard and was like, whoop, 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 whoop.
They hand you they put the Bible in front of you and you go, I had to read this whole thing.
What are you giving me, homework?
I had to read this whole thing. You're gonna have to lock me up.
That would be a great technical defense. Listen, Your Honor, my client needs a moment to look over the Bible before he swears himself in.
Can you take the Bible? Can you just walk away?
Because they don't. They hold it like this. They just have it out on the palm of their hand. You can just grab it and run. Free Bible.
I would take it and I would have it on the stand with me.
Can I carry this with me?
Can I leaf through this, Your Honor?
You just start on page
this trial's
1.
Fucking boring. This shit's so boring.
Yeah, that was one of Johnny Depp's cute little sassy things. He starts just reading the Bible while he's on the stand. Well, I'm sorry, Amber's testimony is just,
Johnny Depp, when they asked him what holy
Paul
book...
McCartney, and I'm here to represent Johnny Depp as a lawyer.
When they asked him what holy book he wanted to use, he said, do you have a copy of Eat, Pray, Love? Everybody laughed. If I'm gonna make a Breitbart, whatever Breitbart does now.
It's still Breitbart, baby.
Yeah, but whoever's filling that zone.
Breitbart.
Okay.
Drudge. Drudge is still kicking.
I'm gonna send them a thing saying Johnny Depp, he did his testimony on the Quran, on the satanic.
Disgusting.
The satanic Quran. Here's my little idea. I'm gonna whip up.
Okay.
I sell it to Urban Outfitters.
All right.
That's the level of creativity in this idea. The Catholic Kama Sutra.
And it's an empty book.
It's just missionary.
That would be
missionary lights on.
That would be.
It's just whether or not the blanket is over you.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a funny thing to just put on top of an empty notebook. You could probably sell that at Urban Outfitters.
No, exactly. Literally, this is a thing.
Yeah, you could do that.
You print the first 2 pages and then nothing.
You could put. They might sell that at What the Lou? I am always terrified every time I open my laptop here because it's usually the first time I've opened it all day. I'm always like, big coin flip here.
There's a thing on Reddit where it was somebody being like, I'm a teacher and I really fucked up. I opened my laptop and it was connected to a projector and it showed gay porn on the screen and I'm worried that I'm gonna get fired now for being gay.
It's that's not why you're getting
all of the
fired.
People that were You should be in jail for showing pornography to children.
I hope you should hope you only get fired. I remember when I was in school, a teacher had the projector hooked up, and her computer froze. She was like searching something on Google.
Oh, it did the old autocomplete?
No. And it was the ads on the side.
Just the autocompleted. Teacher gets fucked by entire classroom.
Teacher gangbanged by 12-year-olds. Real.
Full video.
Full uncut. Yes, I'll pay the subscription fee.
Premium. There's a little premium icon next to it.
No, the ads on the side were like the suggested ads, and they were all the top one was for orthopedic shoes.
Yeah.
Makes sense. She's a teacher. Next one, discount sex toys. XXX. Discount. Because she's a teacher.
She's a teacher. Yeah, I mean, we can't all be out there buying gold beads.
Golden anal beads.
What do you think that teacher's up to?
I don't know, man. I hope she doesn't still have that fucking rug that she took out of storage. Made that classroom stink.
God, you said storage.
She brought this fucking rug out of storage, and it smelled like fucking rancid dog food.
I thought you were gonna say her pants. The CD, you ever anticipated the release of an album and be like, ooh, that thing's gonna come out?
Yeah.
What? Other than System of a Down.
Actually, now that I was bluffing, I was like, I'll think of something.
Yeah.
But actually, it would be System of a Down.
No, because it is. It's a thing where it has to be like the age in your life where you get excited for things.
Where you're excited for things.
And then also, like, it can't be an old band. It has to be like a current thing.
No, they put out an album called Hypnotized, I think.
And Mesmerized.
Yeah. Whichever the second one was is...
You want to use your illusion, too.
Well, I loved the first one so much, and I was a child,
You were
so
like,
I didn't...
System of a Down's anything like The Godfather. Franchise.
Which they are. That's the greatest movie of all time.
And System of a Down's greatest band of all time.
Yeah, November 22nd, 2005. I couldn't wait.
What new albums are you excited for coming out?
I'm looking at System of a Down's Wikipedia page to see if they have any new releases coming. They won Best Film.
What? Are you sure you're not thinking of The Godfather now?
Parjavna Vartadov.
What's their film?
Institute. Wake Up the Souls Tour. I find it hard to believe that was the best film out of... I don't know what the other films were. But...
Imagine you're at a film festival and they're like, we've got the System of a Down concert tour film.
The System of a Down only has 5 albums.
Yeah.
That seems low.
No, man. You got America Stinks, and Stinks is spelled KKK with 3 Ks.
Yeah.
Then you got Toxicity.
Mm-hmm.
Hypnotize, Mesmerize. Steal This Album.
There you go. You did it.
Is that really all of them?
They don't have the first one you said.
What's their first album called?
This is self-titled.
Oh, I should have known.
Yeah, come on, man.
I like that one because they got sugar.
Forgot about that song.
Sugar.
That song's scary.
That song's like a clown, something a clown would listen to. While he lifts weights. Sugar.
I would like to have that. I'm gonna get that on a 7-inch.
I'm gonna put that on my Making Love playlist.
If I ever dated a girl who'd ever
I put this
understood
and I
me
got
at
Prison
all,
Song near the end too.
if I ever dated a girl who understood me at all, I would already have Sugar on a 7-inch.
Don't know on a 7-inch. I don't think they've released. Is it out on 7-inch?
Probably, yeah.
Why? Probably.
It came out in 1998. They were radio stations were still using vinyl back then.
Oh, of course.
So maybe it's a 12-inch single.
It's a 12-inch. It's a dance. It's an extended dance mix of Sugar. They name all of the wars America's participated in illegally.
The Archie Sugar. I might need to be more specific than Sugar on 7-inch vinyl.
That'd be a fun YouTube mix-up. Sugar. They're gonna build prison.
Yeah. Sugar Live. It's a live cut
Oh, you gotta get it then.
It's
So you gotta collect them all.
It's 4 for sale.
You gotta be like the
from
Henry
$25.88 and up. And up.
And up. What's the most expensive sugar live 7-inch?
Let's see here.
You gotta collect them. Be like the Henry Rollins of
40,
bad
50,
music.
69.99. The one that they advertise as the price is not. Also, the median. Okay,
it's funny that costs less.
Discogs
than, like,
does not know how to do math.
That costs less than like Ramshackle Glory vinyl. Like obviously there's a supply demand. It's not the same, but nonetheless.
This one, it has a description of it. Rescued from a jukebox. Burn that jukebox. That's not. You're not rescuing it.
Are you positive that Magbar doesn't have sugar live on the box?
You know, when you rescue a System of a Down 7-inch, it's hard to tell who rescued who.
That's true. Wait, so somewhere out there was a vinyl jukebox.
Mm-hmm.
And in the mix was System of a Down.
Sugar, live.
Because it's not.
Live.
Yeah, because it's not like.
A live cut.
It's not like you have a vinyl 7-inch jukebox and it's like, oh, well, we have Three Doors Down, Hoobastank,
yeah.
Misfits.
It's usually, you know,
Waylon
sugar.
Jennings.
It's more sugar than sugar.
Yeah, old country songs.
Yeah.
How often are people accidentally playing Sugar live thinking it's sugar?
How often are they playing Sugar live and they're like, oh, it's a live version?
Oh, no. That'd be funny, you got a live version of the Touch Tunes. It's a live current version of Don't Stop Believin'. Just some weird Polynesian man singing.
It's live streaming it from a karaoke bar somewhere. That would be a great Touch Tunes thing. Not Touch Tunes, but like every karaoke bar has to have a camera in it. And
That
you get to
really cool.
you get to pick which song you want to hear based on who's performing at the moment. So maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be one of those people
that
who
legitimately would be cool.
Karaoke is all their whole life. You know, maybe it'll be a good one. Maybe it'll be somebody drunk.
What if you did it with a chain? What if you take a BW3s?
Yeah.
And you got a camera.
Yeah.
In like the corner.
Yeah.
And like on the TV, you can watch any BW3. You know what I mean?
I think that's a significantly less cool idea.
No, I love this idea. I should specify that last night I was in a bar. And me and the bartender were deciding what to put on the big screen.
Yeah.
And I just kept recommending walking tours of weird, shitty cities. I was like, do like a visual walking tour of like Muncie. Put that up on the TV.
Gary, Indiana walking tour.
I kept trying to get him to put up Louisville, but he was going, no.
People know.
I was like, no, that's great. They're just watching TV and they're like, I know that house.
Oh, shit. That's my friend.
My house.
That's my friend driving by.
Exactly.
They honked.
No, I would love to be able to watch like that'd be fun to have a big room, a circular room with screens to the sky, and I'm sitting there, and I got like a tuxedo, and it's every comedy show that's happening.
Yeah.
And they're all playing at once.
All at once.
And I'm doing my best to not look at the screens or listen to them. That sounds fucking awful.
That sounds terrible.
That sounds like...
Vomited out. They just threw up in the street.
That's
from
cool.
a fart.
From a fart?
From a fart.
That's a wicked
You ever smelled a fart and been like, I think I'm going to throw up?
No.
Because I was actually gagging. I was close. I understood.
I do understand this, and I would believe it. Because I have been places
This would be a weird story for me to make up.
Is it you ripping? I smelled a fart and a guy threw up.
Yeah.
Did you at least hold back that man's mustache?
It was a woman.
Wow. A woman threw up from a fart.
Yes.
Well, she's probably not used to it. She doesn't even know what that was.
Nah, this lady's older. She's smelled farts.
Oh, okay.
You can't get to that age and not have smelled farts.
Smell a fart.
I'm a young man. I haven't smelled farts
Ma'am,
like that
I've smelled
before.
more farts than I will. Some old cowboy.
I've sharded more times now than
I've sharded more pants than I need in the future.
I'm old. That's what I'm saying. Now hold my mustache back while I puke.
Yeah, that'd probably be a cool. I'm just gonna go and sell like crafts to old people in old folks' homes that are like creative ways of being like, I'm gonna die soon.
I'll die.
Yeah, because they probably would dig that. I mean, that's funny.
Yeah.
Some old guy with a tattoo.
Like it'd be like maybe you could get like a needlepoint thing. And it just says every day's like this, and then it's a needlepoint of some dice being thrown.
Life is like a game show. Your life is like a game show, and then it shows the game show prize wheel, and all the prizes are bad. It's all like
Death.
It's all like
Dialysis.
The wind bruised me.
I fell, and that's why I died.
I went into diabetic shock because I wasn't strong enough to open the peanut I was going to eat.
My cause of death was tripping.
That's possible. They wouldn't put tripping.
Yeah.
They put the injury. They put the thing.
That's funny.
Wait, maybe they would. Maybe they would put tripping. Maybe they would. Though. Now I'm thinking about that. Because
that is the cause.
If you're like he was shot to death, they aren't like he died because a bullet spread open part of his heart. He bled out. The man died because a big opening on his hip existed suddenly because of a knife.
Man, getting stabbed in the hip, that's a strong man.
Oh, the hip bone.
And the hip bone's connected to the...
It's always wild in movies when it's like someone gets stabbed and they're like a tough guy, so they're just like, "Urgh," and they go to pull it out.
Yeah.
And it's like in their bone.
Yeah.
It's like, ah. But when they pull it out, you think sometimes they would lick the marrow off the end.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Yum. Yum.
Yum. Yeah, I got a little ad. I'll say this. I got a little ad for like watch this YouTube video, and it was Hot Ones.
I thought you were saying that we finally had an advertiser.
No.
You're like, before I forget, I got a little ad.
We're sponsored. Arm and Hammer baking soda. When your drain's too clogged up.
Now,
put some of that in there, and then some distilled vinegar from any company.
Any company at all.
Any company.
Arm & Hammer is not in the vinegar game.
No. They should. More people should get both games.
Yeah, baking and vin.
That would actually be hard because Arm & Hammer, like baking soda, is used for like everything.
Yeah.
So they'd have Arm & Hammer have to have a lot.
It's used for very little, but
it can be. You can use it for toothpaste.
You can use it for crack.
You can use it for crack. That is so many uses.
That's true.
Toothpaste,
that is a pretty
cleaning,
wide breadth of uses.
Keeping your fridge clean, making a volcano.
You're right.
Making cocaine easier to sell for profit.
You're right. Baking soda is very versatile.
Yeah.
You get a thing of baking soda, that's basically all you need to buy for a year.
I don't know. Now you're swinging too far the other way.
You can put it in some water and settle your tummy.
Is that a thing? I didn't even know that was a use.
That's a thing.
Holy shit.
That's fucking good enough. I don't know why that was so funny.